What is going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. In this box is a pretty highly requested football boot from you guys. This is the Made in Germany Copa Pure, celebrating the 75th anniversary of the German powerhouse. Now, let's hop into the unboxing of this very cool and interesting football boot. A quick disclaimer, however, before we jump into this, I got these boots free from Ultra Football, so just so you know, no one gets to see this review before it launches. If I say really poor things about this boot, oh well, that's my opinion. But yeah, no money exchanged hands. They were given to me for free. And then, of course, I get to go and review them as best as I want to. So here we go. Let's hop into the unboxing. Adidas logo in this classic drawer style box, which we'll open up in just a second. Adidas logo there on the bottom. And then here is your sizing chart as well. So the Copa Pure 2 Elite, made in Germany in FG. These are my normal size 9 US, a UK 8.5, Euro 42 2/3, and a 27 centimeters, or Japan 27. This is my normal Copa Pure size, which you guys have seen reflected in all of the Copa Pure reviews to date. Here we go. So we got this really nice string bag that comes with it. The Adidas string bags are some of my favorite on the market. I just think they're really simple and they're super functional with being really nice. Then you get a cool little card here as well, since 1959, made in Scheinfeld, Germany, and then on the back with a couple different languages as well. I'll read the English one. Welcome to a legacy of excellence, handcrafted in Scheinfeld, Germany. Each boot represents the fusion of heritage and innovation. Limited in production, own a piece of Adidas football history. Very, very cool. Little card there as well. And then here, which is, I think, yep, a different pair of laces, which is really nice. So I'm going to actually see what the laces look like on the boots themselves, but these look like maybe a little bit on the thicker side. So potentially you could get a little bit more out of those, or change them out if your other laces got dirty. Here we go. Very nice. Okay. Some really cool detailing already I'm seeing in the boots. Lovely. What do you guys think of these? Let me know down in the comment section below. Just getting out of the box, what do you think of these boots? I kind of think they look all right. I think the new Copa Pure Silo is a little clunky looking, but I'm very excited about some of the tech that they've put in here, or lack thereof, I suppose, which is really cool. So as I said before, this is celebrating Adidas' 75th anniversary. So this includes things like, of course, the Copa Pure made in Germany, the Predator Mania Japan Blue, the Predator Mania Pearl, and I think the new the Predator Mania, I believe it is, the black, red, and white version. I'll have to double check that one. But that one as well, sort of their heritage pack that they've put some tech into as well, which is really nice. This, of course, is created in the Scheinfeld factory that produces the Copa Mundial, which is, of course, their iconic silo. Here's the left boot for you as well. We'll go over some of the details on the upper, which I think create a really nice looking pair of football boots. Just in terms of color, the actual design of this boot is a little bit clunky, and this tongue situation is just hysterical to me. I don't know who actually signed off on that, but we will get into it as well. So one of the things that makes this particular Copa Pure really special is that these are a full fusion skin leather upper. So this entire upper, instead of being fusion skin just in this forefoot area like the normal Copa Pure, these are an entirely leather upper, which is that fusion skin calf skin. So it's like a specially treated calfskin leather upper. These are very, very soft. Super, super nice. Very plush as well. They're much thicker, I think, than the normal Copa Pure. At least that's what they feel like on the midfoot. And then you've got a ton of padding here on the inside of the heel area, especially up towards this area right here, which is nice. I mean, it's going to feel really comfortable, but it doesn't look very sleek. Not that you need that necessarily, but I don't know. That's just a personal preference. I think it just looks very chunky. However, what I will say is, compared to the Copa Pure 1, this heel area is vastly improved, and this is the same heel area, roughly the same construction, by the way, as the Copa Pure 2.1, not the 2 Plus. So that, as you remember, you can go watch my reviews, the 2 Plus has a much more kind of higher tech looking heel area with a suede liner, similar to this one, but it's got just like weird, these little like heel inserts, and I don't know. I really complained in that video, especially the 1 month review, of why they would try and complicate it by doing 2 different heel areas just to make it look higher tech. I think they completely ruined that boot with the heel area. It could have been really, really good, but I'm glad with this made in Germany version, they went with the 2.1 heel just because it's a lot better and it's much more neutral for kind of more foot shapes as well. So as you can see on the upper, you've got some really cool different details there. You've got the German flag here with the yellow, red, and black just underneath the 3 stripes, with the Copa logoing on top of the 3 stripes, made in Germany indicated there. And then you've got the Pure Touch there on the inside, your little leather logoing there, and then of course the 1949, which is that 75th anniversary kind of when Adidas was started. Now, one of the main pieces of this boot, of course, that differs from the new Copa Pure is this fold-over tongue. Now, I think that's such a fun idea, but why in hell would you do a magnetic tongue when there is such thing as a strap? Because a strap would look better, number one, because you could do something really cool with the color of that strap, but number two, that magnet, that, by the way, this is a magnetic, it says minus and plus. That is ridiculous. Like, Adidas, come on. Who signed off on this? Look, awesome idea, cool heritage. I love that you went with a full fusion skin upper, but like a magnetic tongue in a football boot, seriously? Like, you want to put a zipper on this too? Like, what are you doing? Very frustrating. I don't know why. Like, I honestly might cut the magnets out and literally sew my own strap around, because I just don't. I think that's such a stupid idea, because this is inevitably, as soon as you start kicking the ball, it's inevitably going to start moving around. It's going to fly all over the place. And oh, by the way, the magnet is like a piece of metal. So if you get hit right there, you're going to feel it, right? Like, I don't know. It makes zero sense to me. So anyway, but from a detailing perspective, I do like the colorway. The white with the black and red accents is obviously a classic. And to be fair, with the torsion frame sole plate, you get a little bit more of a modern fit and feel with these half moon-shaped studs. Good kind of rigidity here through the midfoot, decent amount of flexibility and snapback through that forefoot area. And overall, just you get a pretty nice modern feeling to a boot that sort of has a more classic fit and finish to them. But overall, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of the look of these ones. These are, of course, the made in Germany Copa Pure. We'll call them Copa Pure 2 made in Germany, because this is kind of that. It's a little bit more elevated. It looks a little bit more and has some of the features, especially here in that heel area, of the Copa Pure 2 as opposed to the Copa Pure 1. Interesting, really nice materials, like very clearly super, super nice. However, this tongue could have been done so much better. I don't like you have the straps for the Predators. Why not just throw it on here? Anyway, that just makes no sense to me. Oh, and also you do the strap on the new Copa Gloro too. Duh. I don't know. Let's get these on feet. I'm sure they're going to be super, super plush and comfortable straight out of the box. We'll see if they're actually, like, just an in-hand thing. Probably not going to be my cup of tea, but they're probably going to be mega, mega comfortable. And then we can decide, or I'll decide, whether or not I can recommend you pick these up over the normal Copa Pure 2, or whether it's just better off going with the normal Copa Pure 2. Let's hop into it. All right, fam, out here in the backyard. It's a beautiful day today. And we have the Copa Pure made in Germany. Ready to rock and roll. I cannot get over how ridiculously dumb this magnetic thing is. But you know what? I bet these boots are going to be freakishly comfortable. So without further ado, let's hop into the on-feet portion. Now, they look exactly, take away the tongue, they look exactly like any other boot, but of course they do have that beautiful Pure Touch logoing right here of the upper. Let's hop into it. Okay. And the fact that they have a standalone tongue is kind of nice as well, even though I do like the knit of the 2.0. And here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Very, very nice. Yeah, those are really, really comfortable straight out of the box. The shape of the Copa Pure in general is fine. It's a little wonky in my opinion, but when you have the upper that this does being all leather, to be honest,
not much I can do to complain, or not much I can say, at least from a negative perspective, to how these just feel from an objective comfort perspective. Because oh my, these are comfortable. This is like trying on the Rotero for me. The Rotero actually fits the shape of my foot better than this one does, even though the uppers are pretty much the same. Like it's that same material. And there you go. This is annoying because it keeps wanting to flop down as I try to tie the laces tight, but there you go. And yeah, it actually looks not bad. It's less bulky on feet than I thought it was going to look, but good Lord, they are comfortable. That is so impressive. And to be honest, that's what happens when you make a Copa actually a Copa. You do it 100% in leather, and it is objectively better than the one that doesn't have all leather. So for me, massive, massive props to Adidas for doing this. Obviously, these are going to be less available and honestly probably less sought after than some of the other Copas on the market. That being said, if you can get your hands on a pair and you're considering, let's say you're a person who's decided, hey, the Copa Pure 2 is definitely the boot that I want to go for. Dude, honestly, I would pay the extra money to buy these, and then I would replace this with a strap, and then you would have, or just cut this tongue off, and then take this out, and then you'd have like such a good boot. So here we go. All right, there they are on feet. They look really clean, look really nice. Props to Adidas on the colorway. I'm so glad you didn't try to do something really dumb with this. Classic white with black and red accents. It's really hard to go wrong. Per usual with the Copa Pure 2.1, the non-knit variation, this heel area actually feels really nice. Very neutral, no BS. It's got that suede liner, so I'm not getting any slippage kind of going up on my toes, which is huge as well. So that's awesome. From a width perspective, these actually feel like they have more width than the regular Copa, simply because they are all leather. So they're going to stretch really nicely to the shape of your foot. It's going to be super seamless. And as you can see, my toes can wiggle perfectly fine. Sizing true to size is perfect. I have a tiny bit of extra space on the end, but that's exactly what I want for kind of that break-in period of time. Let my toes push into the shape of this boot. Now, the tongue isn't distracting like this, but I imagine as I do any sort of striking with this part of the ball, this is going to fly off like that, and then it's going to come back, and it's going to really annoy me over the course of a match or something. So I am honestly tempted to stitch a strap onto this, just because I think it might be a little bit better from a playing experience perspective. I think doing a play test in these is definitely warranted, considering they are so comfortable straight out of the box. And that's something that I think, you know, again, if you have the extra bit of cash and you want to pay for something like this, I would highly recommend it. There's a full look at what they are on feet. Again, white boots, black kit. It's hard to go wrong. From a comfort perspective, I think these are miles ahead, at least in my opinion. Maybe not miles. They're like a good 30 to 40% more comfortable than the regular Copa, particularly because you have a full leather upper. And so they're, you know, the forefoot of the Copa, the normal Copa, feels identical to this. It's very nice. It's very plush. It's soft. But the rest of the boot tends to be a little bit annoying to break in because it doesn't have a full leather upper. Now, touch on the ball feels really good. The tongue, I can feel that magnet, so that's kind of annoying. But overall, like, the touch with these is super plush, super soft. There's like no BS. I imagine that playing, you know, small-sided in these, playing just kind of a kick around or even coaching in these is going to be really, really nice, just because of how comfy they are. Like, I'm sliding. This is the first time that I've worn these. Slide right into them and see you later. Don't have to break them in at all. They are that comfortable straight out of the box. But again, that tongue, that magnet on the tongue is just like, do you expect people not to wear these in a game? Like, it feels like, I don't know. Yeah. That being said, this is one of the more comfortable boots on the market, in my opinion, from a leather perspective. Does this stack up to some of the other things in the leather category, like the Made in Japan Mizuno Morelia 2, maybe some of the other Mizuno models, the Asics models, classic boots that are also in Adidas lineup, like the Copa Mundial or Copa Icon? these are up there as far as softness and the leather. They don't come close, in my opinion, yet to the Asics and the Mizuno. Those are kind of like an Adler. I would put that in that category, like upper tier boots. But I would say they're definitely on par, and I would say more comfortable straight out of the box with some of those modern amenities compared to some of the other like Copa Icon and Copa Mundial, and maybe even like Diadora Brazil and stuff like that. So sole plate as well. I'm glad they went with the torsion frame, because I think this sole plate, yes, it's a little boring, but it performs really well, and I haven't had any complaints about it, honestly, from a snapback perspective, and it feels just enough aggressive to add that little bit of pizzazz when you're talking about a boot that, you know, kind of has a little bit more of a classic feel to it. But sort of the modern amenities of the nicer heel area with the suede and the sole plate and then the upgraded leather, super, super nice. And striking this and passing the ball with this kind of boot is going to be so sick. I think this is going to be awesome for, you know, passing drills, partner drills, all that stuff as well. So expect a play test out of these ones. I don't know if I'm going to do a 1 month review of these, just because it's not really my typical kind of go-to boot. Plus it's a special edition, so it doesn't feel as necessary to test the durability, simply because I'd rather just have these for a really long time, similar to the Roteros, although the Roteros I actually love, and they fit me a little bit better than these ones do. So that one will obviously be getting a play test. They're also like some of my favorite boots on the market. So that being said, that's going to wrap up today's video of the Made in Germany Copa Pure. I'm excited about these. I like them. There's definitely some things I would tweak and fix, but overall, just as a product and sort of as a homage to the 75th anniversary and in that pack, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Do I wish they would have made like a remake of a Adi Pure or something? Yeah. But you know what? Something like this that's all leather, this is what the Copa should be, instead of like half synthetic and half leather. So anyway, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys are thinking. I do have a beautiful, awesome partnership with Mitre, who I've reached out to because I love their footballs. We use them down here for the A-League and the NPL here in Australia. They're obviously all over England and in America as well, so they do worldwide shipping. They have hooked us up with 10% off, so anyone watching this video who is interested in a brand new top-end unbelievable football, as I said before, I reached out to them because I really believe in this product and I think they are awesome. You guys can get 10% off with code NOAH20 down in the description box below. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, be awesome, take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.